Oh, cool. Just like that, it might have worked. Oh, hey, I think it did. Okay, well, I literally had to look up a tutorial on how to start streaming again because it's been so darn long, and even the last times I did stream were on Twitch, so that's a bit different. Wow, it's a lot darker in here than I expected. I was screwing with the lighting beforehand, but I guess I will continue to screw with it now. Oh, geez. I don't know, that's a little bit brighter than I want. Okay, cool. Maybe if I look a little better sometime I'll make it brighter, but maybe I would do well to be in shadow for now. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out how this is looking on somebody else's end, so let me get out my laptop and go figure this out. I'll be amazed if anybody actually finds this. If you do find this, then welcome, but it's probably not going to be very exciting for a while. I mean, the whole point is actually that as few people as possible find this so that I can just figure out what the heck I'm doing again. Because I do intend to stream on the main channel starting soon, but I'm not going to do this kind of a test on the main channel because it, well, for obvious reasons. I'm going to have to mainly be figuring out the audio to see if it's decent enough or not. Wow, why? I have no idea why I'm signed in as this account. Oh, good grief. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Like I said, very unexciting, but I'm gonna assume nobody's watching. Yes, I would like to sign in as my main account. That would be very nice. I wonder if that's still the right password. Oh, good grief. Is that? I think it says that I have 1,400 YouTube notifications on this old Google account that I used to have. I haven't used that for YouTube in such a long time. Well, at least not for about 4 years. So I guess that's not that long of a time, but it seems like a long time, okay? Can you please switch account? Yes, I would like to switch the account. Okay, fine. I guess I'll go to my main one. All the way at the bottom of my subscriptions list. Oh, wow, it actually showed up as live on my recommended tab for my main account. That's kind of surprising. Okay, I should probably mute, otherwise we're going to get feedback. This is so retarded. Oh my god, dude. So, okay, now it should actually be coming through because I just unmuted myself. Yep. So retarded. Oh my god, dude. So, okay, now it should actually be. Yeah, now. I mean, no. That sounds just fine. Let me figure out music volume because that might be different. Well, it won't. Not might. It will be different. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. So there's a decent chance that that's way too loud. Luckily, I can control that from Spotify, so. I guess I'll try to keep talking and also say something. I don't know. I'm gonna need to listen to this. Here we go. Oh, that seems way too loud. Maybe I should, instead of lowering it on Spotify, lower it on Streamlabs so that I can actually still hear it. That probably is a good idea. There's gonna be like one person that finds this stream. It's gonna be really funny. Okay, let me go test this. That still seems way too loud. Compared to at least my microphone. I don't know. Let's see. How is it sounding now compared to the microphone? Let's see. How is it sounding now compared to the microphone? Oh, that's better. It's actually a little bit too quiet. Oh, nice. I can hear an echo. This is going to be bad if I don't mute. Okay, that's probably getting close to being good. I bet notifications are going to be deafening for some reason. But I'm not really going to get to test that out right now. I don't think. I'm going to listen to this one more time and then I'll probably go do something somewhat entertaining, which I was going to do anyways for like 30 minutes this morning before I start on my actual video. Okay. I mean, it might be different if I have headphones in on, or if I had headphones in on my laptop, but, sure. Okay, I think we're gonna assume that it's good. That's probably a dangerous assumption, but one that I'm willing to take at the moment. I have way too much stuff over here next to me. I have no room anymore. A lot of this needs to go away. Okay, cool. Well, that's part of the title out of the way. That's the testing part of the title out of the way. Maybe I want to... I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want it to be louder in my ears or not. Okay, that's kind of loud now. Maybe I don't want that. I should probably not mess with this. It's probably a bad idea. Here's the actual other half of the title. Part of the reason I'm on this channel at all. Okay, oh my god, I cannot hear. That actually needs to be quieter. I mean, I can also go back and listen to the recording of this, so it'll be okay. So this is the other half of the title. Part of the reason I decided to do it on my second channel as well, because that's technically where my Lego models are supposed to go. I'm not sure how many, I don't even know how many views those have on this channel compared to the main one, which is where they were originally uploaded. I mean, it looks like one of them. Did I even... Oh, okay. I only put one up here. I only put up here, even though there's a few others. I guess it doesn't really matter. Although this channel is supposed to be where that stuff goes, but... Not that it particularly matters at this point, but I wasn't gonna stream this on main channel. At least not right now. I think exactly, I don't know, like 16 or 17 people on the main channel subscribed a long time ago for those videos, so not ideal. Speaking of the Forward Unto Dawn, that's actually right over here. I kind of just have this in here as a reference for scale. So I really thought that I was building the Savannah to be a similar scale, and then I realized it was like 2 or 3 times bigger. Okay, it's not... I don't think it's actually... It's not actually twice as big, so... I don't know what the best way to describe it is. So parts of this build over here, the Ford Untadon from Halo 3 that were 4 studs wide. I wanted to say blocks, I almost said blocks. Parts that were 4 studs wide are 6 studs wide over here. So what? That's like 4 to 6. I don't know. I might actually be able to calculate that because I cannot think of that off the top of my head. I don't know. That's, I mean, it increased by 2. So doubling in size would be 8. So it's not doubling. I guess it's like half again as big. I guess it'd be half again as big, so 50% bigger instead of 100% bigger. I'm not sure. I think that's what it would end up being. Yeah, I've been working on this for a few weeks now, and I have a lot of the hard parts done. Although last night I was sitting here, it was like, I don't know, 10:45 or something. I was like exhausted trying to figure out how to make the engine. So I've got a lot of recordings. I swear, like every single time I go to build this thing, I have to hop back into Halo Reach and fly around it some more to figure out what the heck I'm doing. So most of how I've been building this is literally just staring at... Uh-oh. That's not good. So I was wondering if that was going to happen. I'm pretty sure that was my camera battery. What do we think? Was that the camera battery? Yeah, that's not good. So the camera battery died, and it was at full charge. Although I think the batteries may be old. I don't think they're particularly new, and unfortunately the camera doesn't get charged from the cord that connects it to the PC. So I may need to get a new battery, because that lasted all of what? How long have we been going for? What? Like, not even 15 minutes. Well, that's not great. I guess I need to figure out if there's even a way. I mean, I remember trying to figure this out a long time ago. I mean, so I've used this camera to stream before, but now I suppose the battery is no good. Because I think it was, what, maybe a year ago that I was using this camera, and the battery would last the whole time. It would last multiple streams, so I have to assume that's a battery. So I'll have to look into getting some more. I need to see if I have another one or not. I don't know. That's annoying. I guess I will not have a camera for however long the remainder of the stream is. Ugh. Oh, I don't really need this. Not that you can see what this is anymore. Do we even think there is... I know I've Googled this before. I wonder if there is an actual charger for it, as opposed to just the battery. I honestly don't think I can charge my camera with a cord. I think it literally is the batteries, which is unfortunate. Awesome. Oh, good grief. Are the batteries really that expensive? Oh, no. Surely you can just buy the batteries separately, right? Oh, okay, you can. Okay, they're not actually as expensive as I thought. That's like $20 or something. That's less horrible. Okay, well, I don't need this light on anymore. Wasting electricity. Well, at least I figured this out now. It would be a little bit unfortunate if I was on the main channel and I was streaming and then it died after exactly 12 minutes like it did here. Oof. Big oof. How long are these supposed to last anyways? Does it even say? Surely it says somewhere. Bruh. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't say. I purchased these after realizing that the battery came with my Canon Rebel T7 was going to barely make it through a 4-hour event. Okay, well, you didn't say how long these new ones lasted. Hopefully more than 4 hours. I don't know. I mean, I have an actual webcam which is worse than this one. I mean, this camera was gotten for photography, not video streaming, but it just happened to also be compatible for actual video streaming, which is why I used it. I mean, I could always go grab the webcam, I suppose. I might go do that. Or do I really want to dig that out right now? I don't know. I could probably find it pretty fast. I'll just go grab it and see how horrible it ends up being. Just so that I can use it in the meantime, I guess, while I'm waiting for new batteries. I mean, hey, it's not like anybody's here, so I don't think anyone will miss me. And if for some strange reason somebody actually is watching this, then you can listen to the nice tunes while I'm gone. Well, that's not great. I need a USB-C cord, and I have a double-ended one right now, which is probably not gonna work. Let me go see if I can find a normal one. If not, I'll have to go buy one. This cord is supposed to be a phone charger, but it will now have to serve as a webcam cord until I can go buy another one, which I guess will, I don't know, be after this. I'm trying to get the stupid clamp thing on. It's just, at its tightest, it is at a very strange angle. Not at all what it should be. I don't know why it's like this. Great, it'll just have to be kind of loose. Oh my god, dude. The cord's not even. I'm gonna have to go buy a new cord. Oh wait, what do we even think? What do we think the chances of this are actually of working? I don't even know if I remember how to use this webcam. It's been so darn long. Crap. No, it's just a different error menu. Well, I think I actually have to use the application for Elgato. Oh no, I think it's the wrong cord. USB 2 connected USB 3. You got, oh, okay. Well, it doesn't look like that's going to be working either. I don't know what happened to the original cord that came with this thing. But, obviously I don't have it. Or I cannot find it right now. So it needs a USB 3 cord with the USB-C connector. Great. There's no way my double-ended cord that's supposed to be a phone charger actually works for this, right? Right? Let me try. I gotta try, just, you never know. Yeah, USB 3. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work. Very sad. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll look a little bit more carefully later to see if I can find the actual cord that goes with it, but I don't have a lot of hope. Well, I guess I'll just make this go away. Goodbye. There we go. Cool. Well, I don't know. I mean, that took up most of my time. I'm really glad I did this, though. Because I would not have wanted to be dealing with this on the main channel. Or there might actually have been people here to observe the clown world. That is me trying to stream after, I don't know, a year and a half or something. With bad camera batteries and missing cords. Streamlabs is kind of stupid because I switched from, I logged in with my Twitch account or whatever. And so then I logged in with this YouTube thing. And it decided that it would not transfer over any of my scene setup, so I had to rebuild that. So that was kind of lame. Anyways, I don't know. I suppose I'll just do this because I don't know. I'm gonna get breakfast in like 15 minutes, but I have some time now to try to do this. I was trying to sit here and figure out how to do the engine. Mainly the curved part at the end. So there's no way there's a 6x6 cone, right? This would be so nice if it were just 4x4. Because then I could use the hollow one. I could use this. But I can't. At least not on the largest engine because it happens to be 6x6. Which is actually a little bit bigger than I expected. I don't even know if I'm going to go with this wheel. What's that, a 43.2 millimeter diameter? Let me see if there's any other wheels that are in that diameter that might be better for some reason. Okay, so this is apparently what I have to choose from. Not a lot of options. Okay, so we have this. I really don't know if that's any better. I'm not using these things. Those are not good. So on the pillar bottom, I had like a 6x6 round plate, and then I angled these hinges or whatever, and used slopes to get the. I don't even know what you call that. Like the part of the engine that like slopes in. I don't actually know the official name, but I used 6x6, but a 6x6 plate is slightly bigger than this for some reason, which is a little bit annoying. So I don't know if I can go with a 6x6 plate. So normally I would want to use a where is it? The spiderweb thingy. I know that's not what it's called, but that's what it looks like. Normally I would want to use something like this, but I don't know if I can get the hinges, question mark. I don't know if I can get that far enough out. So like I don't I'm not used to having to vocalize my train of thought while building digital Legos, let's just say. That's not something I'm used to doing. I haven't built Legos actually in a long time. On stream or not. I mean, I've never done it on a stream before, but... So... I suppose what I could do... We do have a 2x2. I could use the thingy. Very descriptive. I could use that piece. I need to be centered on this a lot. closer. Come on. Okay, that's better. And then I might be able to do... Come on now. Really? Okay, you need to snap to that angled bar. Like, come on. I have no idea what to do with this. Well, for, I don't know, maybe the one person that might see this in the next year, I will probably be streaming on the main channel pretty soon, but I'll be streaming, working on setting up the next 100-player event, because there's a little bit of building and design, like game design stuff I have to do, which should be somewhat entertaining, and I've got to do it anyways, so I thought I might stream that. There might be some other stuff I'm streaming, but I am not quite sure yet. We'll see. Hopefully I will, but if not, then, well, that's the way it goes. Okay, what do I have to do to get this to snap? I don't know what the deal is with this program having kind of bad performance. It's not because I'm streaming. It does this when I'm not streaming or doing anything else as well. But since I've been starting using it again in the last month, it has been not good. It will just start stuttering, and I don't know why. It's not exactly the most intensive program, at least it shouldn't be, not graphically or this other stuff, anything else, but I did do some research online and saw other people were having similar problems, like it just stutters when you try to grab a piece. Okay, well, how are you supposed to... Are you actually going to make me... Are you seriously going to make me rotate 30 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever that was? I guess it is. Interesting. Okay, so if we did this, I can grab this. That looks like it has enough room for a 1x2. Probably not a 2x2. It looks like it should be moved out though. This might actually work. I might have finally found something. I knew I shouldn't have been trying to figure this out at 10:45 last night when I already was tired. It's probably a stupid idea. Oh great, here goes the stuttering. Awesome. I guess we'll see when it unfreezes. Yeah, I had a feeling that I might figure it out a lot faster this morning, which is no surprise to me. But at least I'm glad it seems to be working. Plus, I've got these studs here that I can attach stuff to. I can attach whatever little transparent glowy things I want for the engine exhaust. I hardly follow Minecraft news anymore, but I do occasionally see it on Twitter. If it gets pushed out to enough people, it will make it onto my feed occasionally. And I saw that it looked like the new mob vote, which I guess we're still doing. The new mob vote got leaked in a very funny way. Apparently something to do with not privated YouTube playlists or something like that, based on what I saw. It looks like it's 3 different sea animals, and given that they're all actual animals, which is kind of nice to actually have some normal animals, that will be cool. I don't understand why we can't have 3 though. There's mods that add dozens of animals, and Mojang's like, well, we could maybe put one in if you vote on it. And it's not like any of the mobs are particularly large mobs. There's a seagull, a crab, and a jellyfish, I believe. It's like, come on. I think I would hazard a guess that if all these mod makers who make all this stuff for free can make mods with dozens and dozens of animals, high quality animals, then Mojang can figure out how to put 3 small mobs, small animals in the game. But I guess that's why there are those memes about Mojang employees when you ask them to do more than 30 minutes of work a day. I'm sure if you're on Twitter, you know what I mean. Heck, maybe if you're even not on Twitter, you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't even play in the newest version very much. As usual, the megastructure video or the megastructure player simulation thing is gonna be in 1.12. So much less laggy, so much easier to use than 1.19, 1.20. I guess we're on 1.20 now. I can't stand the new versions. Their performance is so bad. I suffer through the new versions for the megastructure stuff, but it's rough. And it's kind of tempting to do future megastructures or future large builds in general in 1.12. Not to mention I have nostalgia goggles for the old textures, so that's another reason I like 1.12. Is I honestly would much prefer the old way that it looked. I especially hate the new ore textures. They're not really new anymore. They've been in the game since like 1.18 or 17. I don't know. They've been in the game for a little while now, and I do not, I do not like them. Which is why I have a texture pack that makes them go back to the old way they looked. But yeah, I don't know. I don't follow a lot of Minecraft news anymore. Like on my old Twitter account, I mean, I still have it. It's the one that is associated or was associated with my channel, which I just don't use. I got rid of all the links because I just stopped caring about Minecraft news and Minecraft related stuff. And I was like, well, people want to follow this because it's Minecraft related, and I'm not going to be really doing anything remotely Minecraft related with the channel or with the Twitter account. So I just decided to not include it anymore. But I am still on Twitter, just on a personal account, which I will not be linking. Ooh, this actually worked out a lot better than I expected. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's way better than I thought. Oh, nice. And there might even be room for one of those 3x3 things. I have no idea how to search for it. But you'll know, I don't know, anyone, all of the many people watching this will know what I mean. I don't know if it's going to be under wheel or Technic. Let's start with Technic, I guess. I bet it's going to be under Technic. It's like a 3x3 piece. I have no idea what the name is, though. All I know is I remember the first time I actually got it in a Lego set. It was in the old, I guess it's old now, which is kind of weird, but the old AV7 anti-vehicle cannon for the Republic. And that's what made the barrel. Like, I feel like it should be around here. That's not, no, that's not it. I mean, if I can't find it quickly, then I will go on Bricklink and look up the parts list for a set that has it in it and figure out what it's called. I've done that before with some other obscure pieces that I could not figure out how to find. Oh, here it is. It is a Technic axle connector block round with 2 pin holes and 3 axle holes. Hero factory weapons barrel. Okay. Very nice. So, will it fit in here? Oh my god, it fits in here. That is very good. And the best part is, I believe it comes in Translate Blue, which is pretty close to what it's supposed to be. It looks white / light blue here. I mean, it's white in the center and light blue around the side. This axle is not particularly permanent. I have no idea why my laptop screen keeps refreshing. It keeps spooking me out of the corner of my eye. The question is, do I want to extend this beyond the rim of the engine for some reason? Given that it does, but it's kind of hard to make decent looking flames or flame effects, exhaust effects with Lego. I wouldn't mind having there be a white center, because then it would look even closer to how it's supposed to. So like, it'd have to be something with an axle hole, but I don't really know if I want to use one of those pieces. Let me extend this a little bit farther out. It's probably going to be too far. Oh, it's got holes there. I didn't realize that it could fit flush against it. That's kind of cool. Okay, well that's not. Maybe it, oh. Never mind. I guess it can't. It just kind of looked like it could. So is there, I guess it would have to be trans, ooh, is there trans white? I don't actually know. Trans clear would be the closest thing. And it doesn't exist in that color. That's great. Is there trans white though? I don't actually know. Pearl white clone, there actually is not. Okay. Well, never mind then. I suppose I will not be doing that. It seems like the best thing I could do would be to get a axle that is light gray. There, I mean, it's close-ish. A little bit. Not really. I mean, let's look at this again. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, it's like the Vendor engines. It's like a lot of sci-fi engines. There's a lot of engines in there, I suppose, where it is light blue on the outside and then it gets brighter and becomes white on the inside. That actually turned out perfectly. That's like completely flush with that. I am a big fan. Not to mention, shoot. Do I get close enough to it to see? You can actually kind of see right in here that there are some little round nodule things, and these are kind of on a rotated 90 degrees, but it's still a little bit similar looking. I am surprised that actually worked out that well. Who would have thought? I mean, for comparison, this is a lot smaller, but still, it's got, I mean, the engines, it's literally 1 by 1. Oh yeah, see here, I forgot I already had some of these in the build. These are the engines. So this is a whole lot bigger. Granted, the engines on the Savannah are a lot bigger than the Ford engines on, because they are different types of frigate. Even though they're very similar looking, they are technically different. Well, that's good. I'm glad I sorted that out. Especially after the hair pulling experience last night trying to figure that out at 10:45. Would not recommend. This part is kind of a headache for me right now because I am trying to build around... Do I even show here? Yeah, I'm trying to build everything but these big plates. Big angled plates on the outside. I'm just kind of avoiding those, but I really kind of need to build them pretty darn soon because it's affecting other stuff. Because somewhere in here, maybe even a little bit further down, is where it gets attached. So I'm not really able to build a lot on this side, but then again, I'm trying to build the top just so I can figure out the height of everything. It's kind of confusing. And it's really not going to get resolved until I actually build those side plates, which I might do. Maybe I'll do that tonight. We'll see. I'm not going to be able to do that now. I suppose what I should try to do now is... Is there a part where I fly straight at it? That would be really nice. Try to do now is these things on the bottom and the side. So it looks like they're actually the same size, which is nice. I didn't really realize they were the same size before, but they are. So this just has two small engines. This has one large engine. That might even be able to be a 4x4. I don't really know, but it would be tempting because then I can just use the 4x4 cone, which would make life a lot easier for me. Okay, but given that, okay, let's see what I can do. It's 6x6 and then it slopes out. That honestly looks like it slopes out. What do we think? Is that going to slope out? I want to say 2 studs, but it kind of looks like it's a little bit smaller than 2 studs. But it kind of needs to be 2 studs. Okay, let's say it slopes out 2 studs. So what would that give us? If that mainly, is that going to interfere with the plates? Oh, here we go. And that goes down by 1. This is going to be kind of wacky to make. This is not going to be final. So I don't even know to what degree this is going to line up. So normally I would do the smooth underside plates. I should probably do that, yeah. I guess 2 down. That's pretty good. This is just weird to build in general. Really weird. Because I don't know how it's all going to connect together. Why don't I just make this a little bit easier, even if I end up getting rid of this later? I'll just stick a 4x8 here. Or I'll try to. There we go. That makes life easier for now. This is a 2x12. I have the ability to make that a 2x16 and have it go all the way to the end. There, that's a lot nicer. I'm gonna be honest, that looks like this would be, if this is 4 blocks, that looks like 3 blocks. Not blocks, studs. Since this is 4 studs, this is also 3 studs. I have a sneaky suspicion that that should also be 3 studs, which makes my life miserable. If I try to do that, that is. And then it would come out a stud and a half, which is not ideal. So, this is 6 blocks. I mean, that would make it literally 10 blocks, or 10 studs wide. That seems too wide. Mainly because of what it's going to do to the plates on the side. Then again, that looks kind of like 2 studs. Okay, it doesn't have to be exact, so let's try it with 4 and then see just how atrocious it looks. If it looks too awful, then I will figure out a more obnoxious and complicated way to make it 3 studs. Like I did here. See, this is master level building. It is attached by 1 stud. It will be just fine in real life. If I ever make a lot of money, then yeah, I'll go ahead and buy this in real life. I actually did buy this in real life. I would show you guys if I show the very numerous number of people watching this amazing test stream. I would show you if I actually had my camera working, but the batteries are dead. I will have to buy camera batteries on Amazon for $20. $20 less that I can spend on Legos at some point. Or a house, more specifically. I mean, priorities, I suppose. I mean, here this looks like 4 blocks. And for some reason, that also looks like it slopes much less. It looks like a 2x2 slope instead of a 2x3 slope. Or a 1x2 versus a 1x3. Yeah, so that UCS Venator came out a few days ago. I listed some of my old Minecraft sets to sell, which I didn't want anymore. They were just, I tried to sell them a while ago, but they didn't sell, and then before I had to move, and so it didn't end up working out. So I finally put them on eBay again. I'm hoping they'll sell. And I was gonna use all that money from that to put most of that towards the UCS Venator, but I don't think I'm gonna anymore. Just because I'm trying to get a house at some point in my life, and I can't really justify $650 on a Lego set. But then again, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a house unless the housing market crashes or the YouTube gods smile upon me. YouTube gods plus the ad rate gods, because it's 2 different things. This may have crashed my program. I may have to restart for some reason because it's lame. Because even in times when the YouTube gods have smiled, the ad rate gods have frowned. In other words, the ad rates fluctuate a massive amount, but that's tied to the economy, and the economy is garbage, despite what certain governments say. I think I'm going to have to restart. Epic. Thank you for recovering the file. It's the least you could do. Funny thing is, this thing here, to get in real life, I think it costs less than the Venator, which I suppose it should because it is only 2,700 pieces, but I would say some of these pieces are a whole lot more expensive per piece. I mean, these letter pieces are not cheap. It says the average price is about 60 cents. Oh, average price $2 for that. $2.10. So I think this thing was about $450 to get. So I mean, I guess it actually is more expensive price per piece, but also I had to, what the heck happened there? Getting lots of dark gray pieces is also not cheap as well. Dark gray is not one of the cheaper colors. Let's just say dark bluish gray. It's unfortunate, but that's how it be. Oh cool, it already froze. This is so stupid. It's fine, I need to go get breakfast. I really just want to test out this thing I have in mind before I go and do something else and completely forget about everything until tonight, after I'm done with work. After I'm done with working on videos, although I have to go and grab a USB 3C cord. I will be doing that, actually, probably before breakfast. Well, is this how we want this to be? Oops. Actually, I think I miscalculated this in my mind. I might need to use this. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm gonna need. If I want this to only be 2 studs out. Oh, the song is amazing. That's how that's gonna have to be. And then if we do, let me look. At what point does it slope back up? It slopes back up somewhere around here. That is taller than it is wide, isn't it? Yeah, that's taller than it's wide. Pretty confident in that. In other words, it should be just fine to put an actual full brick there. Oh yeah, that actually looks pretty perfect, I would say. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's going to be room for a 4x4 open cone, which makes my life more difficult. But that what can you do? So what do we see? We have 2 things here. I really wish I could make those 2x2s, but I don't think I can. Those are probably going to have to be... I don't know if I have any of the pieces here. I don't know. Shoot. I don't know why these are... It's just a glitch, because it works just fine in real life. I have it on a shelf, and it works pretty good. Pretty well. Grammar, please. Myself. Okay. So there's like a thing right here and a thing up here. What do we think? Is there any chance that that could actually be 2 of the 2x2s? But if that's 2x2, that's definitely 4x4, and there's no way that a 4x4 fits. Unless, how close is that? Oh, that's actually really close. Maybe, just maybe, there's a chance a 4x4 does fit for some strange reason. I have no idea why I am making this 3 pieces when it could be 1. That's one of the issues I have with building. Or just things that I guess well, no, it should actually be 10. That's one of the issues I end up running into. Is I overcomplicate stuff and end up using more pieces than I should. That's like the biggest thing I have to look out for when I'm trying to build with Legos. Is I have a habit of being wasteful with the parts. I I mean, I don't know how this is going to be 4x4. That part down there, that's 3x3. It's possible. Oh, nice. This is actually... Oh, this is Long Night of Solace. Yeah, this is the soundtrack for the mission where this ship appears and then gets blown up. Spoiler alert. It doesn't last very long in the game. But then again, very few Halo ships, UNSC ships specifically, last very long at any given time. Are any of them still alive? The only one that's lasted a long time is Spirit of Fire. Pillar of Autumn, not so good. In Amberclad, not so good. That's actually, I'd like to build an Amberclad at some point. I really like that design, especially in the anniversary graphics. It looks so good. So delicious. Let's see. Forward Unto Dawn, yeah, got split in half. Infinity was a victim of bad writing in Halo Infinite, which I haven't played any of the games after 4. I will not play 5. I've heard and seen too many bad things about it. I have no interest in playing Infinite either, given that the story is like... feels kind of like a sequel trilogy situation where Halo 5 kind of screwed up a bunch of stuff with the story, and then the next one tried to just either forget about or retcon what came before it, kind of like what HLJ did, and then The Rise of Skywalker. But I just have no interest. Honestly, and the gameplay in Halo 4, I kind of like the story in Halo 4. It's not bad. I like the stuff with Chief and Cortana, but I did not like the gameplay. I played it in spite of the actual combat, which was just not fun. Fighting those Sentinels or whatever they're called, or no, not Sentinels, Promethean Knights, I think, something like that. That was just really not fun. Besides, I'm not paying more to get 4 or 5 and 6. I already paid the discount. It was on sale in the Master Chief Collection when I got it, so that was already good, but I am not interested in the other ones. So if I try to do this, I know what's going to happen, and it's not going to work in its current form. I already know. That's not what I meant, but yes, it froze. Cool, it froze again. At least just sticking this thing here will allow me to kind of visualize how big that would be in relation. Okay, well, oh shoot, so it already barely doesn't hit that in its current spot, and it is bigger here. That's actually overlapping a little bit already. Of course, trying to move it, it makes it crash. So I think part of the issue, for whatever reason, the closer I'm zoomed into something, the worse the performance is. Like if I start to zoom out, it will probably get better. But it's harder to do it when it's zoomed out. Yeah, that's nowhere near as big as this. That's got to be a 3x3. It's got to be these things. And what do we think the chances are that these don't come in dark bluish gray? I have a sneaking suspicion they will not come in dark bluish gray, which is very unfortunate. What do you know? It doesn't come in dark bluish gray. Black it is. Or does it? Wouldn't it be nice? Oh, yeah, it does. That's unusual, but I thought I remembered that. It does come in pearl dark gray, which is... I mean, if I could build the entire thing out of pearl dark gray, I might, because that actually is closer to the color that it is in the games. It's the really dark gray in the games, like all the ships, pretty much. So that, I guess, is the size. That looks like a correct size. So that means I'm just gonna end up doing the same kind of deal I did over here. With these, unless I can think of a better way. I don't know. I might take the time and try to figure out a better option, but I'm not gonna do that now. I need to go do stuff. I need to yes, I would like to overwrite that. Need to go eat breakfast. Need to go get a USB 3C cord in case I actually have to use my webcam. Which I might, depending on how long it takes batteries to get here. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I did this for... I'm pretty sure that my laptop was the only viewer. Which I suppose is mission accomplished, because... nobody had to watch me screw around. Alright, well, that's it for now. I have no idea why this preview's behind. Yeah, okay, I might be streaming on the main channel sometime soon. I don't know. You'll see if I do. And I'm going to head out. Hope you guys have a good day. For anyone who might happen to see this much later and for some reason make it to the very end. Bye, guys. Have a good day.